Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is MrYourWilly. As I can see, I'm using the normal texture pack, and this is why I asked you guys to vote on the different texture packs. And for the pure BD craft or whatever, 2 people said that I should use it. 1 person suggested that I just try and fix the lava and the bone meal. 2.5 people voted for the steampunk one. 1 person said use this texture pack I used in Andoria, which was the steampunk one, so I'm adding that as a 0.5 vote. So it technically won, but 3 people said use the default texture pack. Some said, use this texture pack or the default one, but, I counted that as 2 votes for both texture packs, and so that one technically wins. And seeing as it's such a split vote, and the texture default one doesn't lag me out, I'm using the default one. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up on that build. Let's see if we got any mail first. Dubstep! Now I love you! How's like a wolf? Hee hee hee. Says Killer Wolf 120. Yep, I like dubstep. Dubstep is awesome. The only problem is there's not a lot of royalty-free artists out there. So I try and find artists out there that's, is okay with me using their music in the video and that kind of stuff. 'Cause some people are picky about that. Oh, and this. But anyways, I went ahead and figured out how many axles and all that I'm going to need for this build here. And went ahead and gathered all the materials that I needed, which was pretty much like almost a stack of wood, which wasn't that hard. But it was a lot of hemp because of all the axles that I need in there. So I'm thinking one of the next things that I want to do is make an automated hemp farm to get some of this gearing and all that stuff done. But before I do that, I do need to get this this cauldron finished because one of the key things that I have in there is required in it. Oops, that was part of my counting system, how many I needed. So you get out of there. So as you saw, I'm going to need 53 of these. So let's go ahead and make 53 of those. Now remember, you could do it with molding, or you could use it with actual log planks, but obviously molding is much more efficient. So let's go ahead and just grab all of those. And then I'm going to need a spot available so I can put all this in here. I'm going to need 18 gearboxes, which siding works for the gearboxes. Thankfully, I had some of this oak wood left over from my project here for all the ladders and all that stuff. So I just used some of that and the rest of my birch wood that I have, because I don't think it matters what kind of wood as long as it's wood. Yep, correct. 18 of those. And I'm just going to quickly turn into creative to bash those out because I didn't feel like grabbing the ones that are way down there. Alright, so saw was super useful. That's why I was crafting everything up there. Oh, and also I used that to grab all of the temporary stuff that I placed just so I could count it. So I don't need that anymore either. So down here, I went ahead and dug a little nook here because I'm going to have this thing go across there, and I still want to be able to walk back and forth through this hallway if I ever need to maybe extend on it. Like I said, I'll probably stop using the windmill, but I probably will not remove this underneath part. I'll probably, if anything, just brain fart, connect it to a different system, which I can't right now, but I will show you guys the next system that I want to build once I get the materials for it. But this needs to be built first. So as you can see, I'm building this thing backwards because oops, I want the gear part to be pointing towards the gear or the energy source. So this way, the energy is moving this direction. So if I built it the other way, I'd have to rotate every single one of these gearboxes, which would just be a pain, or like move myself in a weird angle to get it to point the right direction. So there's really no point in going through all that hassle if all I have to do is walk backwards. Is that 3? No, that's 4. I thought as much. Because remember, if I put that down, the 4th one here would break, and I'd have to rebuild it. Thankfully, they drop the material, but gearboxes don't drop all the material, I don't believe. I think it just drops some of the material. My goodness, I hope I have enough. I swear I counted for this. Oops. Oh no, this is 2. That's what was throwing me off. I'm like, wait a minute. I swear I didn't go like right around the corner like that. I went like this. And then 1, 2, 3, gearbox, perfect. Technically I actually moved this 3 and then 1 there, but it really doesn't matter either way. But now, as you can see, I got smoke going through all of this, meaning that this is all running perfectly fine. I really wish my character would stop sprinting. I have full hunger. Now, before I walk up there and show you this, I'm going to go and break this. There we go. And I really do need like a ladder or something here. But as you can see, the bellows is a full block. Well, when power gets applied to a bellows, after a second it gets pushed down from the energy and blows some air. But that's all. It'll just stay like this. So now I need to build a clock to actually time this thing. So I'll probably build the clock like right here, and not with an axe because that's not going to help me at all. I guess I could do this and build my clock right here. Now I need to get some more materials here for that. So let me quickly do that and I'll be right back. I'm hoping by now you guys know how to craft one of these, but if you don't, that is the recipe. I'm also having a little bit more smelted in here. That should be enough. Perfect. And let's get some more redstone torches here. And oops, like so. Perfect. That should be enough. If not, I'll be back. Now we're basically just building a very generic repeater clock here, so nothing super fancy or anything. But if you guys didn't see earlier, if you put redstone on top of one of these things or connected to it, it will turn it off. Actually, I probably need just one of these. Might need 2, but I think I should be fine with this. And let's clear out a little bit more. So if I put my redstone on top like so and apply redstone power to it, it'll turn off the gearbox so you know more smoke, and it'll extend that. Put the redstone off of it, and it'll, as you can kind of hear, the bellows contracts again, blowing out the air. So I basically need to do that mechanically without having to like be down here pulling a lever on and off, because that doesn't seem like fun to me. And I'm trying to remember how I built this clock. It's been a while since I've had to do one of these guys. Memory serves. I put a torch here. Put that there. I'm going to need this to be a little bit longer, it looks like. And then put that there and that there. Oh, actually, no, this is backwards. I need this to go here. Wow, that's actually super quick to break those. Just like hit it with it's a one-time hit. I don't remember them being that easy to break before, but that's just me, I guess. Alright, so let's turn that all the way up, because we want it to turn the engine off long enough for the rest of these engines to turn off and the bellows to contract. So if we put these all on full blast, and I don't get that weird glitch where I get stuck in the ground, because that's just horrible, and that should turn it off. No, whoops. I need it to go here. No, bad repeater. There we go. Now I just slow down the clock. So see, I should turn it down, then on, and then off, and keep doing that. Now this isn't the best clock, because during saves and restarts, this might not automatically turn on. So see, it'll turn on for a while, then turn it off. Then turn it on for a while, then turn it off. And it probably, let's see. No, it's not enough for that to be powered. So I'm going to have to make a few more. It's nighttime here, so let me quickly call it a night again. 0. Daytime. I still have not figured out a way of turning that off. I looked in the config and I still didn't see anything that kind of resembled it, but that's okay. You were smelting still. Yes, perfecto. I'm going to need 4 more of these because, oops. That's enough for 2 more. And redstone up here. And spare stone will go in here for now. Alright, let's see if we double this by 2, if that's enough for this to go. Yeah, thing in the base. Okay, break this one. And let's just try that. That's probably still not long enough, which is why I made 2, because it's just easy to make. Oh, sweet. It is long enough. See, as you can see now, it compresses and then extends. So now it's actually blowing air, and we can actually test this by putting that in front. And I think I have a material in here that will work. Yes, I do. So let's do just like this, for example. The old school bone and arrow trick. No. So you put a bone and an arrow on that. Oops. Shoot. Come on. Get out of the corner there. When it blows air, it'll push the feather because the feather is light enough. It'll actually push any real light object, but the feather is obviously the most easy to understand, where heavy objects will stand still. So I know it's working not only by the fact that it's actually moving up and down, but the fact that it's actually pushing items. I really do need to make this something a little bit more useful. I'll go ahead and show you another crafting recipe because I don't know if this will actually catch fire or not. So it's a good test for me anyways because I've never tested this before. I want... Aha. So, take this. Take this. So 3 stone makes a stone slab. Put a iron. We'll make an anchor. Now anchors are super useful with exploring caves and that kind of thing. Here's some rope. It's probably not enough rope. Let me quickly grind some more. Obviously none's in there. I keep grinding it every time I get it because I'm using so much of it right now. Hence why I need an automated hemp farm. Climb over the house. Shortcut. I'm still trying to figure out where I want the next building to be. It's gonna be a house that I'm going to add on, or not a house, but a building that I add on to. So I need some room. I don't have enough yet, but that's okay. Actually, that didn't take as long as I thought it would. Come here, my beautiful hemp. Somebody actually commented about my steampunk texture pack, saying, "Do you like that one because the hemp looks like pot?" I thought it was funny because hemp is pot. So that's it. Yeah, of course it looks like pot, but I guess it looks more like pot. Though in my opinion, you know, the hemp here. Oh, if I could spell hemp, that'd be awesome. There we are. It looks like it. I mean, it has the whole cornered leaf thingy, just like the normal one. But I guess it doesn't look as much like it. Let's break this down. So, okay, the anchor, and I didn't craft that. Shoot. I know I'm running low on food, and I have some donuts, so I should probably eat those too. No, I didn't tell you to get out of the crafting recipe. Alright. So we'll turn that into some rope too. So the anchor can be placed on a lot of different objects. It can be placed on the ground, like so. It can be placed on the side of objects, like so. And it can also be placed on the ceiling. The anchor, one of the uses for it is the one that I'll show you right now, so place that right up here. Actually, shoot, that's... Actually, I might not place you there. I'll probably place you like so. That should work. I hope. And if you click rope with it, it'll actually go down. Oh, it still won't work. Okay. If I break this, it's gonna drop all the rope. How about here? Oh no, I need that. Never mind. I was gonna make a ladder up and down, but the ladder would catch fire. So I was hoping this would work, but it doesn't. But that's okay. Basically, you could climb up and down the rope. But I'll use this anchor for something else. Maybe my windmill, because I need to keep climbing in that thing. I'm glad that this is working perfectly fine. Okay, so... Now you might be wondering, why do I... Well, actually, let's see if I can get it. There's a lighter in here that covers this. Nice windmill! Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoyed my windmill. Danoman 1. Toss. That's not the letter I want to read. Waha! Why do you go through so much trouble to make it so you could turn your cauldron on and off? What is the point of turning it off? Says, but not till 89. Well, turning it off and on really isn't the key use of this. I mean, it is super useful turning it on and off because you can make like fireplaces and things like that. But if you didn't catch it right there, here, I'm going to go right in here so I can turn that off for now. So, this fire is just like any normal fire. If you put netherrack down, it will pretty much be, you know, exact same height, everything. So, same fire. So, what's the use of this? Well, the use of this is... Break that down. By the way, I'm going to have to move this one back later on in the future. But for now... This is why it's so close together, which is why I had to break that. It could probably catch that on fire, being wood and all that. But if I put this here, the bellows will stoke the fire. As you can see now, it's super hot fire. And the super hot fire will actually allow me to turn things like this leather into... Soon. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. One more. There you go. Glue. So anything that's like leather based will be turned into glue, which I actually need. So I'm going to let that turn it into glue. And I can turn off the fire at any time to, well, stop it from doing that. Eventually, I'm going to actually move that whole bellows system somewhere else, but that's a temporary solution. That I want to be my normal fire pit. But until I build the next, it's probably going to be the third building I build. If I do things correctly, it'll probably be the third building I build. We'll have a bellow system in it, and I'll move that bellow to that new building. But for now, this is a good way of getting glue. Glue you can get through any leather type materials. So obviously leather, if you have leather armor, you can throw that in there, which I never crafted leather armor, I don't believe. And saddles. If you had saddles, you can turn that into glue as well. It basically makes it so that the cauldron is like super hot, so it almost like melts anything. I also want one of you guys. Now I can't remember what cows eat. Is it wheat now or is it potatoes? Well, that made everyone happy. Why are you all happy now? Oh yeah, that's right, because they'll still follow wheat, they just won't breed with wheat. Huh. Well, let's figure out if they eat wheat. And if they do, I should probably grab one more wheat. Because I know they changed the whole breeding mechanics, but I cannot remember. I know chickens are seeds, that makes sense. Sheep, I don't know what they are. And cows, I don't know what you are. So cow... Okay, so cow likes that. I really do need to separate these guys. Alright, give me a baby cow so I can kill one of you. You blood. Yeah, it's part of better than wolves, by the way. Give me leather. No, jerk. Fine. I'll let those two live because they just had a baby. It is my gift to you. Alright, eventually I'll have to move those. Maybe in the next episode I'll move them before I do my next craft. But if I put things like meat, like here's the supercharged, as you can see, it doesn't cook beef. If I put pork in here, I'll turn it into something, but I don't have any pigs, so I can't show you that yet, but I will eventually. Which is why I need to figure out a way of turning this on and off, because now I can't use my cauldron to cook, well, meat. I have to use, I have to turn it off somehow, but that's why this whole system is just a temporary one until I'm done. Until then, I'm going to move my netherrack. I guess I can put it in here with all my other netherrack. Alright. Now, I have a few more minutes, so let me go ahead and show you the next item I need to craft. It's already turning night, but that's okay. I'm gonna go up into the windmill and take my glue that I just made with the stoked furnace. Oh, you know what I could do? I have that world anchor, or that, not world anchor, but the anchor left still, right? Ha. Just for the heck of it. I guess I could always put it right here and then have it drop me down. Nah. I need to figure out where I should put this, because now that I have one, it's super useful for other things too, so I might just use it for that other craft I need to do. But if I get some sidings, or not sidings, moldings, so take this and get some more moldings out of it. I don't have the crafting table over there anymore. Shoot. Alright, gotta go back to the house. 1 second. I am back, and as you can see, I turned my molding into siding. I actually cut some more and tossed the other and switched it back, because I forgot it's actually not siding I needed, it's molding I needed. But if, or not molding, it's siding. But if I put it like so, and then put glue in the middle, it will give me 1 wooden blade. So that is my next goal. I need to get 8 of these guys. So kind of like the windmill, I'm just gonna put this to the side and slowly get them as I get more cow leather. I don't think I've discovered, no I haven't found any caves that had chest in it with like a saddle, because that gives me a lot of leather, being, you know, pretty big leathery item. So that will be one that I'm looking for. Alright, now time to show you one more crafting recipe with the, just gonna go and put this in here, with the new supercharged furnace. Do I have it in here? I do. So I need this, this, and sugar. So remember earlier somebody commented saying that, you know, wolves will eat any kind of meat, even zombie flesh. Well, that used to be true, but no longer. If I throw the zombie flesh down there, he'll just stare at it and be like, what the heck is this? Why are you feeding me rotten flesh? This is just disgusting, man. I may be a wolf and all I do is poop, but, you know, I have standards, and, you know, that is not it. Well, the recipe is been changed. It's no longer zombie flesh, but I can still use zombie flesh to feed the wolves. So if I put 4 zombie flesh, I believe it's 4 bone meal, and 1 sugar. Perfect. See, now it's starting to cook. Hopefully it's not interfering with any of these other recipes. Dum 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 dum. Cauldron cooking food. It will cook. You can do it. You can do it. 2 kibble. That's like dog food. So I can still use dog food to make food, and don't get dog food or kibble and fowl food mixed up. They look very similar. But these guys will eat the kibble. So if I throw that down, you'll see him go munch, 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 as you just saw. And now he will go ahead and do his doggy doo-doos, and you will get some more of that. So it's a lot more work, because bone meal, you can't just put bones in here and grind it up to get bone meal anymore. You have to put it in a mill, and you have to cook it with sugar, which once again requires you to get sugar cane, which you put in the mill. So it's a lot more process, but it allows you to kind of use some of that excess zombie flesh and bones that you get when you do mob grinders for an actual use. So that is why it's such a long process. And well, yeah, grind that up, why don't you? But anyways, I hope you guys liked this episode. Like, comment, and subscribe. Next episode, I'll start figuring out where I want to build my next building. I might even build it in the next episode. We'll see. It depends on if I find a good design I like. I'm not exactly sure where I want it. There's a lot of area over here in this section, so I might build. You know, I could always do this. Build my my house like right there. I do plan to use that cove for something. So I could use this whole section over here. It's fairly flat, which is nice, for my quote-unquote village. Because I want everything, like I said, I want to automate a lot more stuff, but I want each automated building to have its own section and to look nice too. So I like that. I think I will use this as my area. And actually, I have a good idea for right in here. No hints or anything, but I do have an idea for right there. So this could work. So next episode, I'll either start building an item or start, or not building an item, start building another building. Maybe do it in a speed build, kind of like this. Hopefully I'll see you guys then. Once again, like always, like, comment, and subscribe. Join the epicness. This is MrYourWilly signing off. Adios. Ow, it hurts.
Trouble!